Go ahead. Right. Here we are playing Omagh on a Friday night, a desperate relegation struggle. We have 5 points, they have 8. We got to get it. The referee's starting it. It's away there. And that's Shawnee Miller won the ball. Shawnee gives it back there to Carl McCabe. Carl McCabe drives in a high ball away in there towards the corner. That's going to come to Barry McNulty. Barry gets it across nicely. Gortin coming in possession, keeping possession. John McGarvey, that's the way to play it. Colum overruns it this time. And this time it's going to be Tony McGinn. Tony McGinn picks it, and that time uses Paddy Quinn. Paddy's keeping possession, gives it into Carl McCabe. Now, Carl McCabe looking to get away under pressure there from Barry McCrory. Ball's broken over the top, that time by Davy McKenna, but is it going to go to the line? No, the Gortin corner back, I think it's Barry McCullough, gets a drive up to Liam Mossy. Liam now to Roger. Roger looking to find the man. It just goes tantalisingly over Colin McGarvey's head. It floated a wee bit in the air, looking for to build the attack. Long ball driven in again here by Omagh, and towards full forward Barry Eccles. Barry Eccles, danger man here now, coming across, feeding the overlapping half back Paul Tierney. Paul Tierney, dangerous man, played well in the championship last week, back in again there now, and it comes out now into the corner. A shooting chance wasted there by Michael O'Neill for Omagh, and the score remains 0-0. Kick out again from Paul Rogan. That time it's a racing high catch by Barry McGinn. Barry flicks it away quickly towards Kieran McBride. Kieran McBride's on the ball. He's taken and a good tackle. He's under pressure. He's trying to get up. Who is it? It's Mark McConnell's after him. Mark doing a good tackling in there from half back, providing the second man for the tackle. Fists it away there now towards Jared McCullough. Jared finds Colin McGarvey well. Colin's playing out on the corner and out towards midfield, but he doesn't get the good ball in. And Tony McGinn, who's followed him right up, drives it long and kicks a cornerback's attacking ball, and that goes out to the right and wide. Still no score. 2 minutes gone. Paul Rogan to take Gortin's second kick out of the match. Big Dermot's up. Barry McGinn's jumping high. Breaks to Paul Tierney in space. Paul looking out towards the wing. Kieran McBride making the space for himself. Getting too much space perhaps to give a good ball, and he gets a good ball in towards Barry Eccles. Barry Eccles holds on to it under pressure. McBride back in space again. McBride lazily moving towards the wing. He's getting put under pressure, and it's given for holding too long, and the referee Stephen McNamee isn't going to take anything from the county man, and he gets it away. Mark McConnell now looking to build the attack for Gortin, and it goes high. Dermot grabs it in the middle of the field. Dermot turns and could have maybe used overlap on half back, but Sky's a big one up, and Colin fists it down, but Barry McCrory wasn't anticipating what he was going to do. The ball comes round the back of the Omagh defence towards Tony McGinn. He drives in a long ball. Tony getting a lot of the ball early on here. Now John McGarvey getting the break for Gortin in towards Barry. Barry McCrory's playing full forward today. Barry turns and hits a long ball in towards Colin. Colin breaks it down from him, tries to get a hold of it at the second bite, and Stephen McNamee awards him a free. He was held and he was impeded as he was going for the ball that he broke for himself. Now here got presented in the 3rd minute an opportunity for Liam Mossy, no, for Roger, to take a shot and try and open the score. Roger comes up, takes it, hits it sweetly over the bar. Roger opens the scoring in this match in for Gortin with his first point of the game from a free. Three minutes gone. Short kick out taken by from Paul Logue. Paul Logue to Carl McCabe. Carl McCabe steps over it but gets back at the second bite, and that looks like Barry McGinn over there. He's facing me. I'm only getting to know him, but it is him. He drives a long ball away in towards Michael O'Neill. Michael O'Neill doesn't get to it because of the harsh attentions of Barry McNulty. Now it comes towards Kieran McGarvey. Kieran drives a long ball after getting away. It's too long and it's too high, but Colum's on his own. Colum grabs it and pulls it down, and he gets himself into space. And now it's Barry. Barry's in some space, but he gets tackled quickly and gets the ball taken away from him by Tony McGinn. Omagh building it again was Paul Tierney. Paul Tierney over the top towards Kieran McCabe. Kieran McCabe hits a long low ball in too much space now, and that's to Kieran McCabe. Transfers quickly in towards the far corner forward. No, Stephen McKenna coming across from half forward, but gets it and blocked well by the Gortin defence. And now Kieran McGarvey's blocked again and turning back with Davy McKenna to take a second effort. And this time it's curling dangerously, but it falls out to the right and wide. Now the kick out again from Gortin. High into the middle of the field. Well taken by Kieran McGarvey. Under pressure. Driving it in towards Liam. Liam's trying to get a hand to it. Breaks it. This time it comes to Barry McCurry. Now what'll he do with it? Barry should be taking the shot for the score. Waits too long and gets crowded out by the close attentions of Paddy Quinn. And the ball goes to the left and wide. Gortin throwing away a couple of opportunities early in the match to take scores. Two of them fell to Barry. Maybe the snapshot was the right answer. Are we waiting out? Paul Logue representing it. The game's open and clean so far. Some good football, some good blocking and some good passing. This one's going to come out this left wing. Barry McGinn's after it, but it's broken away. Roger grabs the break anyway, turns, launches it long and over, and Barry's way after it, but it goes too far. Didn't find a man. Ball back with Paul Logue, the Omagh goalkeeper, but he didn't find a man either. And now it's with Barry McCullough, who found himself unexpectedly near the goals and took a rash enough shot to free out for Omagh. Kieran McCabe with it, turning, looking for the good ball, but he doesn't find it. Dermot McDaly drives a long one in, and Tony McGinn with it again. Tony McGinn's gathering and sweeping everything in this first 5 minutes. Kieran McCabe now turns inside under pressure, going to get a good ball away. Always looks for the man, this man, away into the corner towards Michael O'Neill. Michael O'Neill driving it away into the corner towards Keith Burns. Keith Burns coming across from one corner right over to another, and he gets impeded unfairly on the 14-yard line way out towards the right. And this is going to be Michael O'Neill's opportunity to start the scoring for Omagh. Michael O'Neill takes it and it drops over the bar. A good point from a difficult angle. 6 minutes going.
Come on, let's make it tight more, come on!
One point apiece. Paul kicks it out again, rising high in there. Gortin breaks the ball, but only goes as far as Paul Tierney. Kieran McCabe tries to hit the long ball through again, but gets blocked down by the crowd of players in the middle of the field. Now he's on the ball again, sweeping away to the far side of the field, trying to open an attack, trying to find McBride all the time, but it's taken away from him, and Gortin get the free. The Omagh strategy is obvious for all to see. The target man's McBride at all stages. They're looking for the long low ball into McBride for him to create all their attacks this time. Now Jared drops it right into the heart of the Omagh defence. It's turned there now by Barry McGinn. Barry McGinn away out that side. That's handled on the ground by Davy McKenna. A free to Gortin. That's Barry. No, it's Fergal. Fergal Lilly with the ball, finds Roger. Roger came well for it. Gathers it at the second attempt. Turns and fists it to Liam Mossy. Hands it back to Roger. Roger's on the 1-2 trying to cut back into the inside. He's being tackled there by young Kieran Drum, and Roger gets the free given against him for holding too long. Sharp tackling, good fighting, good use of the ball by Omagh here. Now comes across towards Liam Duddy. Liam Duddy back into McCabe again. McCabe with a long low ball. Nobody looking for it. Kieran McGarvey collects back to Liam Mossy. A lot of ball going around the middle of the field. Finds a great ball in towards Kieran McGarvey. Colm looks at it and drives it with his right foot over the bar. There was an opportunity of a goal there, but Colm realised that it was early days. And another score would only help to settle the side. And I think he took the right option. 9 minutes. Just shows if Gortin look up and find their men, they can get the opportunities. A bit of a calamity of errors and round the middle of the field. A few men fell over the top of each other. The situation rescued by a brilliant block and retrieval by Barry McCullough. Barry now finding Barry McCrory on the left wing, fits it back out to Roger, and Roger with the left foot can't capitalise and didn't take the chance that he was presented with, and that's another wide for Gortin. Third wide in 10 minutes, 2 scores. Paul Logue this time switches the ball right to the far side of the field. That time it's Liam Duddy that's after it. Can he keep it in? The ball's given as a Gortin ball, and that's John McGarvey. I think he's very far away. My eyesight's not good. Barry McCrory trying to get up with it. He does. He retrieves it. Does well. Now who's he going to find? He finds Dermot Daly coming on the overlap. He fits it through to Kieran McGarvey, to Barry McCullough, but Barry derives what was an open goal, while yard wide to the left hand side. There's no doubt about it. In this early 10 minutes, Gortin has a measure of this Omagh team. A crucial game for both sides. Gortin can haul themselves back into contention at the bottom of this division if they keep the pressure up and take their scores. But taking their scores is the problem. And this is where the game moves over 10 minutes now. The kick out comes back out from Paul Logue as Dermot Daly pushes his man in the middle of the field. And that's a free to Omagh. Now Barry McGinn was it way towards Shawnee Myler. Shawnee coming into the game now for the first time. Back to Shawnee Myler again. He's in a striding solo run through the middle, but he takes one solo run too many, but he finds an angle and he uses his other foot to good advantage and scores the equaliser. Shawnee Myler to almost second point. "11 minutes gone now. Side still level. Paul was kicking it up into the middle of the field. There's a big contest going on here in the middle of the field between some high fielding men. This time it's broken and goes Gortin's way. It's going to go too far. No, it's not. It's retrieved by Kieran Drum. Kieran Drum playing well out there in that corner. Gives it now to Carl McCabe. Carl McCabe. Low ball right away in. Who's after it and down for it? Keith Burns was going for it. It was picked up by Mark McCullough. Mark McCullough drives the long ball in, but again the Gortin forward line don't move energetically enough, and Omagh are allowed to sweep up the difference. But it's well read now by Barry McNulty. It was Fergal Dilly that came with it. That time he retrieved it to Eddie McCullough. Eddie drives a long ball, but that again goes to Tony McGinn. Tony McGinn can't believe he's in this game so much. He's getting everything. Now it only goes as far as Kieran McGarvey. Kieran had it that time and lost it that time to Mickey Flanagan. Mickey Flanagan transfers it through the middle of sweeping Omagh attack going through here. Liam Duddy overlapping. Liam Duddy finding centre half back Carl McCabe trying to get to the man in the corner, throws the ball. Free out to Gortin. Open, fast, clean game. No hard physical contact at all. Dry evening. Now Paul again. It's going to be Colin McGarvey. Has to be him. He's on his own that time. Column's breaking through. He's on his own. He should have went on with it. He should have kept a hold of it, but he didn't. And Paddy Quinn took it away from him and gets the attack going again. Gortin cannot afford to lose possession easily like that. Paul Tierney with it, transfers it over. Now gathering it again, bewilderingly quickly. David McKenna comes right across dangerously with that left foot, but he hits a terribly weak shot after a promising run. And again another Omagh effort. ends in failure. The two teams are playing roughly exactly the same football at the minute. Some good approach play, some good individual efforts, and some terrible squandering of opportunities in front of goals. Another magnificent kick out this time. Colin McGarvey's away up for it, breaks it down towards Dermot. Dermot now comes back to Colin. Colin fists it across towards Jared. That's good. Overlapped by Fergal Daly. Fergal in space, looking to stride through. Going on again and pulled down on the 50-yard line and a free to Gortin. Gortin looking to see what they can do quickly. A lot of Omagh men behind the ball. Liam maybe going to try the long distance score. Column's back in again on the edge of the square. What are they going to engineer? Barry's away into the corner. This time it's a big high long ball and it's going to drop the whole way over the bar. A great score by Liam Mossy, a long distance free. 50 plus yards out. No mistake.
What's the quick one, Barry? Come on, what's the quick kick out? Let them, boys!
Back to 3-2 for Gortin. Now, Dermot Daly fists it out over the top and another throw ball's given this time. And that's a silly ball given quickly now to Kieran McBride. Kieran McBride looking for the better man. Paul Tierney grabbing it on the overlap. Runs through intelligently. Making the extra man, making danger, squandering the shot that maybe it's not going to go that far. It's going towards David McKenna. He's away out there in the corner, but the rash challenge by Barry McNulty made it worse looking than it was, and that's going to be a free in to Omagh to be taken by Michael O'Neill again. Is he going to hit this one? Oh, he's right. I got he is. And he right foots this one over the bar to bring the sides back to level. Sides back to level. Paul with the kick out. Hey up. Big crowd of men rising up there. Barry McGinn on his own. Free to Omagh. Taken quickly. Kieran McBride on it again. Kieran is getting too many yards there, getting the balls that are being sent to him. Michael O'Neill putting it over the top to him again. McBride's looking for the score. Kicks it high and round, but it goes around the post, and even the Omagh umpire gives it wide. Barry McCullough in a new role today for Gortin. He's playing middle of the field. Kieran McGarvey playing left half back. Another big batter of a kick out from Paul, and Dermot's under it, but he takes it well. Under pressure, good catch. Now he's looking for a man. Drives the long ball right away into the Gortin forward line. Rogers underneath it, two Omagh men with him. Picked up by Barry. Barry's through. Is he here? Is he? No, he hits it. He hits a weak shot at the end of the day. He should have been again taking a point and thrown over the bar with fist or foot. But he elected for the goal. It's not that easy in senior football. Number 10 now, Mickey Flanagan, taking advantage of the let off. Omagh building the chances out the field again. Full forward, Barry Eccles coming out, foraging for the ball. Just slipping it through that time towards Paul Tierney. He didn't see Barry McCrory coming over his head, but he gives an equally horrendous ball, and Barry McGinn picks it up again. Now, over on the far side of the field is Shawnee Myler. Accurate Shawnee Myler. Right foots it, but not so accurate this time. Right foots it, fractionally wide. Gortin susceptible to the quick break from Omagh. Omagh, that part of their game looking well. They're doing a lot of running off the ball, carrying out a lot of work. Marking's not just quite close enough in the Gortin defence. And Gortin can't afford to keep missing those chances at the other end. It's high in the middle of the field again. Colin McGarvey up with it, gets it. Does terrible well. Shawnee Myler fouls him. and Colm drives it away towards Liam Mossy. Liam's out there quick and looking for it. Now he gets it on down the line towards Roger. Roger turning, trying to get outside Carl McCabe. He does that. He gets outside him. Now he's pulling and hauling and dragging at him, and Roger fists the ball over the bar. A great score from Roger Keenan. A wise score.
Good ball, Roger.
18 minutes gone. Roger showing maybe by example what needs to be done. You're bearing down on goals and the defender crawling on your back. Breaks in the middle of the field again. That time grabbed by Kieran McGarvey. Kieran now striding through, overlapping from half back, going the whole way on ahead, and he's dragged and pulled towards the ground, but it's given us no free. Liam Mossy gets his foot to it, it goes away into no man's land. Sean and Paul Logus come out from the goals, ventured far. He's toe to hand on solo and he's a wee bit out of his territory and he's sort of lost. Young Drum comes out with it and he's caught in the corner and fouled. Good enough idea. Gortin got to get the troops together again quick. Liam now busting over the top. The game's beginning to warm up a wee bit. Carl McCabe coming again, nearly blocked. Coming McBride fast and furious out for the ball there. Difficult to marshal and to stop. Michael Flanagan drives it away on him, but he gets it back to himself again. And now Shawnee Miller looking for an angle. Kieran McBride looking for an angle. Fists it, uses another man, uses Barry Eccles, left foots it over the bar. Barry Eccles pulls it back to level again. We saw this. We saw this last week in the hurling match. Time about scores. 4 points each after 20 minutes in a good, fast, open game of football. But there's room there for both teams to raise the tempo. Ken Gortin be the first to do it. That ball's well placed and given that time to Kieran McGarvey. He uses Fergal Daly. Fergal's looking for another man in good position. Take your time, Dermot. He drives a good ball away towards Roger. Roger transfers at speed towards Mark McConnell. Mark hits an early ball, but a good block that time, and it only comes out towards Liam Mossy. Liam's on behind the defence again. He's bearing down, and he hits it with his right foot, and he drives a great score over the bar. Liam Mossy raising the team. The score from Rogers pulled them forward. Roger and Liam doing all the damage. Number 21 minutes gone. Gortin again back in the lead. Always go a point in the lead. Always get hauled back to level. Paul Logue took that one too quickly, and it's not going to be kept in play. It's out over the line, and the line ball given on the far side of the field by the linesman. Referee concurs, and it's going to be taken from roughly around about the 50-yard line. Roger to take it. Lofts a big one into the square. Colin McGarvey underneath it. Breaks it down, but it only goes as far as Kieran Drum. Now Omagh with the characteristic overlap and attack. Coming. Barry Eccles must be playing midfield now. He's out that far. And that one's driven right away, and Eddie's fall forward there. Eddie's fall back, and who's that? He's on. But it's a Noma free. This is their chance to pull back another equaliser. That's Michael O'Neill again. He takes this time short. He takes it. He's going right through. It's the number 15, Keith Burns. Keith Burns is trying to get it, and he's given for holding it too long. Some good refereeing here by Stephen McNamee. On both sides. Fergal Lilly returning to the middle of the defence there after receiving treatment. The ball's high in the middle of the field, and that time it comes to Liam Duddy, who got a second bite at it. He delivers it in. Michael O'Neill, is it? No, it's Barry Eccles. Barry Eccles soloing through at random. He needs to be stopped. His efforts are being curtailed at the minute. Now Barry McGinn trying to get an angle to shoot. He gets outside. He shoots a big long high ball, and it's dropping right on the goal line. Paul Brogan's equal to it, and he hits it now out this way. It's broken, and it's going to be Paul Tierney. Paul Tierney with it, throws it again, and Gortin come away with the kick again, and now a quite early ball's taken by John McGarvey. Liam Mossy after it. Liam lets it go. Liam's getting in on top of it again. Now Keith Drum now gets to Carl McCabe. Shawnee Miller coming to collect, coming to find it. Drives through with the right foot, right towards Dinky McBride. Dinky McBride fisting it across the middle. A poor ball that time, didn't see Kieran McGarvey. Kieran McGarvey tries to release his brother Colin. Maybe it's too long for him. It's not going to be. It's going to bounce back and come to him. Now he's 40 yards out. Who's he looking for? He's Roger coming through in the wing. Roger back to Colin McGarvey. Now Colin's in a bit of space. He's striding through, and this time he right foots it and right foots it over the bar. A great score by Colin McGarvey. A great flowing score by Gortin.
Good score, Colin. Come on.
24 minutes gone in the first half. Gortin playing slightly the better quality of football, but still Omagh keeping in touch, getting the necessary scores. Man charging there with the ball, Gortin tackling him well, and that's a good decision by Stephen McNamee. Roger trying to find the good ball, and he does. It's going towards Barry, but he gets hushed out of it by Paddy Quinn. Now Paddy Quinn to Barry Eccles. Barry Eccles in the middle of the field for... No, it's Barry McGinn. Barry McGinn drives that away in towards Burns. Burns to Flanagan. Flanagan into the space, and there's danger here for Gortin, and it's transferred through to McBride. McBride tries to break his way through the defence, but there's Gortin men all around him, and he's given for holding it too long, and the free out is taken, and there's descent showing, and the ball's being taken 10 yards forward. And a wee man, Burns, not very happy. Question the referee's parentage. And he's been booked. Sorry, it's not Keith Burns, it's Davy McKenna. Ebbing and flowing from one way to another. Gortin were under pressure there whenever a goal looked possible for Omagh. Colin McGarvey raised in the middle of the field. It's picked up by Paul Tierney. Out towards McGinn. And it's blocked by Colin McGarvey. Colin over the top to John. John should be looking about Roger. Can he find him? No, that's a brilliant shot. It's a fraction wide. It was somehow reminiscent of that excellent point that Jared Cavlin got in the early second half of the All-Ireland semi-final, but they just didn't have the curl on the tail. Kick out again by Paul Logue. Dermot Daly up, and Dermot Daly catching. Dermot looking up and hitting one, and up and under Gary Owen. And that one goes away into the corner, and a hard wee man, Kieran Drum's coming out with it again. Now towards Paddy Quinn. Paddy Quinn to Barry Eccles. Barry Eccles to Barry McGinn. Barry McGinn looking for a man, can't find one. The marking's close by Gortin. Barry McNulty's coming the whole road, breaking it. Flanagan finally gets it. Flanagan going right through, being tackled hard, but he finally gets a free shot, but it's not enough for him, and he hits it to the left and wide. Michael O'Neill on the shore side here. Get over your head. Gortin are now 2 points in the lead. 6 points to 4. The first time there's been more than a point between them so far in the game, and we're moving on towards half time. John McGarvey up, Dermot Daly up and holding and taking it well. 27 minutes gone with Dermot Daly on the ball, driving a big high one, and it's taken magnificently there, I think, by Paddy Quinn. Tackling too hard, Fredo Omagh, Carl McCabe. Carl McCabe knocking it away in towards Davy McKenna. Davy McKenna can't hold it in play, and that's a free to Gortin. Liam takes it beautifully, rises in the air like a swallow. Liam Mossy playing well today. Liam's taking the free right from the dead 50-yard line. Not the same legs curling towards the right, broken back into the middle, but it's only come as far as an Omagh man, Shawnee Miller. Shawnee Miller trying to get out of the crowd. Tackling by Gortin, assumed illegal. Taken by Barry Eccles. Free taken quickly. He crosses over his own 50-yard line. He's been pursued by Liam Mossy. He gets away from him. He's crossing over the midfield. He takes another solo. He gives it this time. Paul Tierney overlapping. These two men doing a lot of damage, but this time it's collected well by Eddie McCullough, reading the game terrible well. Doesn't read the kick as well, and Shawnee Miller picks it up. And now it's Barry Eccles with it again. Getting too much space. He's going to drive a long one, but is it going to go? Will Dinky McBride get it? He gets it on the very end line. Now what can he do with it? He puts it back across the square and into danger. Michael O'Neill was after it. It's been grabbed that time by Davy McKenna, but a brilliant save and block by the Gortin defence means that the ball comes this time to Liam Mossy. Look where he is. He's in there defending and fighting. A good spirited performance this by Gortin. Roger Keenan coming with a quick ball, a good ball away towards Colin McGarvey, and that's the end of the proceedings. The referee played exactly 30 minutes, but there would have been no injury time, and we go to the half-time break with Gortin leading by 2 points, 6 points to 4, in a game that they've been playing some open, attractive football. That's all to play for in the second half. And we'll be back with more pictures and more action as soon as we can. We're all ready to return to the second half with you now. The teams are back out in the field again. The last obstacle to progress is making his way off the field here slowly. You need to run a bit. He'll get there. There's the ball up and the game on again. Second half. Gortin leading by 2 points to 4. Roger gets it and gives it to John McGarvey. John McGarvey out finds Liam Mossy. Liam Mossy doing reasonably well here. That wee man that he's playing is a tight wee boy though. Now he gives it to Mark McConnell. Mark gives it through well to Kieran McGarvey. Kieran Fergal Daly, what am I talking about? Fergal tries a shot, but it's not going the whole way, but it breaks out over the end line, over towards it. And that time Paddy Quinn gets it away out of danger. And it's out about 21 yards out, away on the far side of the field. Liam making his way across to take it. A great score to start the second half if they could possibly get it. Drives it right across into the square. There's a square ball in there. Free out immediately. Gortin need to be marking their men now. Tony McGinn to take it. Tony takes it and finds Barry McGinn in a notion of space. Barry looking for a man, driving it a long way up the field. There's a long race here between Eddie McCullough and his man. The break by Omagh. Eddie clears the way out towards the sideline. Dinky McBride and Eddie. Dinky gets it first. Pressure on him. Now it's Barry Eccles trying to get away. Barry's being tackled too hard. The free for Omagh on the 50-yard line. He drives it in and Barry gets it back again. Blocked down that time. Now he goes away into the corner, and that's number 12, Davy McKenna. What's it? Davy gets blocked down. It's picked up again. Omagh have it, and there Davy McKenna back with it again, and he's pulled the high tackle, and that's a free in from the 21-yard line. Should be a score for Omagh. Michael O'Neill. Michael O'Neill to take it. He's about 14 yards out. He curls it and it's going to drop inside. No, it doesn't. It drops the whole way wide. A bad miss for Michael O'Neill. I think that was recorded as a point. It was a point. The man recorded it. We'll put it down, I think, to Michael O'Neill. Now Omagh back on the attack again, sweeping into danger. And this time it's a free in. Free taken quickly away into the corner. Again towards Michael O'Neill. He's causing a lot of danger in there. He's looking for an angle, getting it out. Sorry, that was Michael gets it back again. Michael across towards Shawnee Miller. Shawnee Miller collects it. He's under a bit of pressure. He turns well. but the shot's not quite as good, and that time it's out to the left and wide. Strange decision for that point there, because there was an umpire gave it wide. The referee apparently overruled him. 6-5 the score. 3 minutes gone. Paul Brogan. Colin McGarvey up high. Breaks it down. Caught Tony McGinn with it. He gets it away out. Is it going to go too far? It's not. Michael O'Neill. No, it is. It's gone too far. And that's a Gortin ball. Mark McConnell. Barry McNulty even. But this time he leaves it towards John McGarvey. John takes it quickly. A nice low ball in towards brother Kieran. He drives it long and low to Liam Mossy. Liam starting to do a bit of damage. Cuts back well inside his man that time. Finds himself in a good position. This time it comes towards Colin McGarvey, and he takes the score beautifully and drives it. Finds his spot. Plants it into the top right hand corner of the net, and Gortin have made the breakthrough and got the goal. Four minutes gone in the second half. Push in the middle of the field, not seen by the referee. Nicky McBride gets it, drives it away out, and it comes in as well taken that time, but dispossessed. No, it's dispossessed illegally. And Michael O'Neill gets his free. Barry McNulty not pleased. Barry better give it back quick or it'll be brought forward. Gortin need to hold out quickly. Period of pressure will come on now from Omagh. Michael O'Neill going to maybe try for the long range score. He drives a big one and it's over the bar the whole way. A good reply. Michael O'Neill with a free again.
Go back to another score here, come on.
One 6 to 6 points. Gortin need to put in a period of hard work now for 10 to 15 minutes. Ball up into the middle of the field. Who's going to be under it? Brilliantly taken by Barry McGinn in the middle of the field. He comes away. Gets it out this time towards Shawnee Miller, his midfield counterpart. He's over the 50-yard line and putting a good ball in towards the corner, but it's broken away by Barry McNulty. Barry scatters his man and the ball runs dead. Wide ball. Good defence and good work by Barry McNulty.
Keep it going, lads. Come on.
Now, Paul with the kick out again. Who can take it? The midfield contest is going to be crucial for the next 10 minutes. That time it's taken beautifully by Kieran McGarvey. Kieran with a short ball, but it's not a good ball. It goes that time to Carl McCabe. Leaves Roger dead. Carl McCabe finds the man well. Always finds the man well. Davy McKenna's the man in this position in this time. Eccles with it. Eccles trying to get away. It's under pressure, and that's too tight a tackling. It's going to be a free in from 40 yards out. That's a hot ball. That's a hot ball. The man deliberately kicked the ball into him. That should be a hot ball. Michael O'Neill with a chance to reduce the deficit to 2 points. Turns and kicks and gets it just over the bar.
Come on, Barry, come on!
7 minutes gone in the second half. Gortin will feel aggrieved by the awarding of that free. Paul Brogan with it again. Omagh have been dominant since the Gortin goal. Middle of the field again. Picked up that time again by Paul Tierney. Left foots it away out this way. Who's under it? Mark McCullough's under it, but he's beaten individually and beaten well by Davy McKenna. Davy gets space and gets away, and he's looking for the shot, and he's looking for, but he only finds Paul Brogan in the Gortin goals, and Paul gets it that time out to Mark McCullough. Mark takes it well under pressure. He finds Dermot Daly in a pile of space. Dermot heaves it into the air. too much of a high ball. Should have been looking for the man. And Liam Mossy takes the break away, but the ball's handled on the ground. And that's a Gortin free. Is it inside Rogers' distance? It's about 40 yards out. Roger kicks it, it's going to the far post and it's curling, but it hits the bar and the goalkeeper's hands and it's broken back out again, and Paul Tierney comes away with it. He's under pressure by Colin McGarvey and he's pulled down, and that's a free out to Omagh. Free to be taken by Paddy Quinn. Gortin have got to stop the rod around the middle of the field here. The ball's kicked way out this way. Fergal Daly should be after this one with Barry Eccles. Barry Eccles has come out to centre half forward. Now in towards Shawnee Mailer. Shawnee Mailer turning outside Barry, looking, showing him a clean pair of heels, turning back inside again, trying to get the angle. Shawnee Mailer kicks a good one, but it's going to drop into the square. Is there anybody there for the break? The referee gives the square ball and a free out. Nine minutes gone. The game's woke up well. It's exciting and there's only 2 points between them. Eccles to McGinn. Into the corner to Michael O'Neill, transfers it quickly to Paul Tierney, overlapping into the Shawnee Mailer. Shawnee Mailer gives it this time to Mickey Flanagan. Flanagan looks for the point, then he gets the point. A great point from Omagh, a dangerous point from Omagh. Omagh have been awakened by the Gortin goal and they're pulling themselves back into the game. Won 68 points. Ball's up into the middle of the field. Paul Tierney with it. And it comes this time out to the wing. The ball goes out over the line. It's going to be a Gortin free. According to my count, the score is 1-6. That's 9 points to 8. But that other point may not have been awarded to Omagh, so maybe 2 points in the difference. Anyway, the man on it now is Michael O'Neill, and he goes through to Mickey Flanagan, completely in space and poor defence by Gortin. And Mickey Flanagan adds another one to the Omagh total after 11 minutes of the second half. And Kieran McGarvey's being booked there. For a late challenge on Michael O'Neill. Omagh into top gear at the minute. The sides are roundabout level as it comes to Carl McCabe. Now, out towards Barry Eccles it is. He's away on a solo run. Omagh cutting through Gortin at this stage in the meeting. Gortin not staying tight enough to the men. There's two Omagh men all on their own. Shawnee Mailer is one of them. He has it now. He puts it through the middle again to Mickey Flanagan. Michael Flanagan striding at his will throughout the Gortin defence at this time. But that left-footed effort didn't make the score. There's a substitute coming on the Gortin team. Peter O'Neill's coming on. I'm not sure who's coming off. Mark McConnell's coming off. Pete's coming on at the right half forward. The kick out goes to the middle of the field again. Well taken that time in the middle of the field, and Shawnee Mailer comes away with it. If Gortin get a foot to it. Now Gortin back in the attack. Peter Neal gets his first touch. He turns inside and delivers a ball that's too short and too weak. And Liam Duddy gets it, and that's a free in to Omagh. They take it quickly. And now Shawnee Mailer out towards this wing, 50 yards out, puts it away in towards Michael O'Neill. An Omagh man lies injured on the ground as Michael O'Neill takes a shot. He puts it 20 yards to the far side of the post and puts it out wide. The referee's pausing to take a wee drink. He's holding up the play for an attention to Barry McNulty, who seems to have a bit of pain in that bandaged knee. Anthony's giving him attention as Paul takes the kick out now up into the middle of the field. Omagh hold it again. No, they don't. It's Barry McCullough with it, and Barry gets it back out this time to Kieran McGarvey. Kieran drives a long ball in, but nobody's going to get to that first, except Paddy Quinn for Omagh. Paddy's in the corner and he's in the trouble, and he left foots it away, and he gets it well away that time. I think that's Paul Tierney. Over this time to Kieran Drum right foots it down the middle of the field. It goes towards Dinky McBride, but Jared McCullough breaks it away from him and leaves it for Dermot Daly to pick up. Dermot's got to find the man this time. He puts it away long. It comes towards Pete. Pete takes it well and takes the challenge well as well. Now he's coming across looking for the man. He finds Kieran McGarvey overlapping on his left. Kieran drives it, but it's going to be wide as wide can be. It bounces from the top of the stanchion and goes into the car park. 9 to 9 points. It's 1-6 to 9 points. The sides are level. Who's under it? Too many Gortin men. Roger comes away with it, lucky enough, gets it away, but this time Paddy Quinn's equal to it. Collins back in there and full forward with him. Paddy Quinn, seasoned campaigner, played a lot of football for Omagh, and that time it's a lot of pressure. Lifted off the ground by Gortin. Not taken from the right place, and Omagh are going to be called back. Referee going to throw it up. Not sure what that is for. John grabs it. John McGarvey drives it low. Collins on it this time. He's there. Paddy Quinn giving him an abuse, but Roger cuts it through, and Roger's got an opportunity, and Roger doesn't miss them. Roger strikes it over the bar. First point for Gortin. For 11 minutes, Gortin went right out of the game there, and during that time Omagh scored 4 points without reply. Now Gortin a point in the lead again, just whenever they needed it most. It's been broke this time again, but it's picked up well by Liam Duddy. Liam Duddy up and taking the free quickly away to Shawnee Myler in space. Shawnee drops it, gives the man a wee bit of time to get back. McGinn streaking through, and he drives a long ball. It's not going to be any good to anybody. It goes too far to the right and wide. The field for the Omagh midfielders, especially Shawnee Myler. Balls come now, this time towards Barry. Barry gives it this time to the other Barry. Away towards Liam Mossy. Liam could have took that in his chest. Thought that maybe the man was tighter behind him. Omagh have it, but it's calling as far as well as a brilliant catch by Mark McCullough. Mark's now in space. He's in the middle of the field. He could have went on with it, but he takes the opportunity. No, he doesn't manage it. I thought he was going to get it to Colin McGarvey, but it was taken by Barry McGinn. He transfers it to Carl McCabe, and now Omagh are back on the attack again. Flanagan with it. Flanagan back to McGinn. Again, this time up, but it's broken again by Mark McCullough. He gets it to Liam Mossy. Liam to Roger. Roger skies one, but it's gonna cut back terribly, and Paul Tierney is going to get it this time. There's a harsh touch there. The game's starting to move fast. Good shoulder by Gortin. Another one, Barry, is what we need. Great blocking. Omagh get it away, but they can only put it into the field. Brilliant hard work by Gortin there in the middle of the field. 17 minutes. Nearly 18 minutes gone. 1 point between them. Gortin have got to win this game. Eddie to take it. Eddie launches a big one right away up and into the square. Rogers under it. Gets a hands to it, but Tony McGinn's under it again. Tony McGinn coming out with it. Puts a poor ball away and turns everybody that time. Mark McCullough is the first man awake. And now Jared McCullough. Jared gives it to Kieran McGarvey. Kieran, who can he find? Dermot Daly. Cuts it out, but cut it out well by Carl McCabe. Gortin get a hand to it and Gortin back in possession. Why is the referee blowing the whistle? Throw up here, John McGarvey. Beaten to it that time by Barry McGinn. Free to Omagh. In the middle, transfers it outside him, and that time it's struck over the bar. I think it was Barry Eccles. Number 18 on for Omagh. Level scores again. 10 minutes gone. Young Sheridan on here, corner forward for Omagh. Don't know his first name. Ball goes up again. Dermot Daly gets one hand to it. Needs to get this foot down. And that time, that's an Omagh free. Dickie McBride's on it. Pushed in the back. Michael O'Neill's after it. And that one bounces off the post and it comes back out and Eddie gets it. Eddie drives it, but it's to nobody. It's to Carl McCabe in the middle of the field. Carl gets it, gives it again. Now out in that far wing. Who's that? Shawnee Myler. Shawnee Myler drives a big one and it's off the post again. Almost hit the post twice in a minute. Barry McNulty claims the ball and gets a harsh tackle and gets his free out. It's been given as a 50. I'm not that sure how that can happen. Somebody must have half blocked it. Gortin not watching their P's and Q's. They need to watch and mark their men. The scores are still level. Big long drive here by Michael O'Neill. This time it comes across and Eddie grabs it. Eddie's coming out with it. Fits it over the top. Comes this time to Barry. Barry's pushed. Drives into the middle, but that's not a good ball. It's Tony McGinn with it. Tony McGinn in too much space. Gortin are not as fit as Omagh at this stage. But that's a wasted effort. Completely wasted attack by Omagh, and the ball goes out to the right and wide. Gortin get a let off. Gortin need to dig deep into the reserves. There's 8 minutes left and the scores are level. Paul Brogan to kick it. Kieran McGarvey with a fantastic catch in the middle of the field. Looking to get out, looking to get away. Gets the ball. Who's going after it? Two Omagh men and nearly nobody, but Roger gets a foot to it but can't get it up. Barry McGinn in there again. Carl McCabe. The men that have done a lot of harm for Omagh around about the middle of that defence, and uncharacteristic bad ball from him though. Comes to Colin McGarvey now. Colin middle of the field. Gets the overlap and full back this time in the shape of Mark McCullough. Mark gets on away. Gives it. Turns. Drops it. Under serious pressure. Still gets it away. And this time it comes into the middle of the field to Barry. Now towards Colin McGarvey. Colin's being tackled seriously heavy, and he's given for holding it too long under, and should have been given for a foul. He was being pulled and hauled and dragged and physically restricted. Now it's broke away, and Lincoln McBride goes over the fullback's head, who's coming towards Michael O'Neill. Michael O'Neill gets to it first, gives it back to McBride. McBride looking up, trying. He bounces it twice, but still Gortin come away with it. Stephen McNamee's losing control of it. He's not able to move fast enough for it. It's back with Paul Tierney. Paul Tierney puts it away down the line, and on and out there is Keith Burns. Keith Burns coming inside, coming right in onto the corner flag. 2 Gortin men on him. Ball's kicked away, and it's got up there well by Gortin and back to Eddie. And Eddie retrieves the damage, or how much of it he can. It's broken in the middle of the field. Roger gets a hand to it, gets it to Dermot Daly. Great stuff by Gortin. Kicks it long away. Peter O'Neill after it. Peter's never going to get that. He does, he gets it, and he's turning the man. He has the speed. What's he going to do with Paddy Quinn? Come on, Peter. We've got to see getting a long ball across. That's it, Pete. No, he's been fouled and hashed and harassed in there. He's going to be given for holding it too long. No, he's been given for the heavy tackle, and it's a free for Gortin. Good work by Peter O'Neill. Six minutes left. Liam Mossy to take for it. Liam will never put that over from there, I don't think. Not out of his hands. He huts it. It comes right across the square, and it goes the whole way out and wide. Gortin got a dig for it. Still level. No score now. Short free taken. And that time it goes. Peter O'Neill takes it, drives, and it's wide by a fraction. Gortin, our Omagh players, not very happy. That was a chance to win the game there, perhaps, for Peter O'Neill. Paul Logue kicks it this time. Rogers in for it, and he nearly got it. Somebody else nearly got it, but Omagh finally do get it. Takes it from the wrong position. Referee told him to get back. Barry Eccles is on it in space again, and Gortin are not looking up. Driven into the square. Barry McNulty underneath it. Broken. Gortin under it. Kieran McGarvey hits it, but there's 2 Omagh men sitting there in the middle of the field, and nobody from anywhere near the Gortin parish. This time it's going to come out. Duddy with it. Duddy on up towards McCabe. And that time it's taken brilliantly by Barry McCullough. Barry McCullough gets the right foot to it, and he's scattered, and that's a free from where she lands. Brilliantly played by Barry McCullough. Take the free from where it lands and take the score. The crowd are interested. The sides are level. There's 4 minutes left. There's even a contingent of the British Army coming to watch. This is farther out than Liam's normal range. It's 55 yards at least. He's electing to take it out of the hands. He kicks it. It's going to the left. It's not going to be a score this time. Will it go the whole way wide? It does. It's a 50. It's a 50. And no more man panicked and put his hand up to it. Poor organisation on their behalf. Liam's going to get another bite at the cherry from a few yards closer. Fergal Daly's moving. There's 3 or 4 men. Gortin in there. They should be able to split it. But Liam's going to make an effort to go the whole way for it. Gortin could be very, very stretched if the break happens. Liam hits it, but it's going wide. 3 minutes left. A point's no good to Gortin. Gortin need to score. Gortin need to win it. Man apiece every Gortin man has to get. Into the middle of the field comes the kick out. Omagh man on his own. Broken. Shawnee Meyler turns and slashes it down the middle of the field. It's going to break out. Eddie McCullough, Nicky McBride on it. But it's only broken as far as Mark McCullough. And Mark is tackled and Mark is fouled. Gortin have got to be looking about it. They've got to be putting men available. Yes, Jared McCullough presents himself. Takes it. Crosses over the middle. Now puts it through towards Kieran McGarvey. Kieran strikes away on another angle and left foots it, but it's going to go too far. But Peter O'Neill holds it back inside play. Can he get back out and can he get himself an angle? He right foots it across, but it goes wide. It was Colin McGarvey, by the way. Still there's chances to win it and lose it. 2 minutes left. Kick out by Paul Logue. Up into the middle of the field again. Taken by Gortin. Yes, they have it. Barry McCullough gets it to Liam Mossy. Can Liam get himself away? He's running into men. He left foots it. Away out, but it's a way out to nobody. The left foot's not reliable. Liam, what do you call him? Duddy has it. He turns back inside again. Finds Carl McCabe. Passes it over the top. Mickey Flanagan grabs it. Turns inside. Trying to find his space to get a man. Hits it. And it comes the whole way to Barry McCrory. Barry McCrory now towards Barry McCullough. Barry McCullough to Colin McGarvey. He's in space. Colum's going at the man. Comes back out this time to John McGarvey. John's going to hit the big dig and it's half blocked and it's going to come to the goalie. He saves the 50. He's looking up, looking for a man. Drives it and finds, can't see a man, so he just drives it aimlessly over the line. A bad mistake. Can Roger do something? Sean O'Kane calls up Eddie McCullough to take the long one. There's only a minute left on the clock. The sides are level. Eddie comes up. Eddie kicks it. It turns inside. It's going to fall in the square. A punch. A goal! My Jesus, it's a goal! Gortin have done it. They've collected. A fantastic effort. Eddie McCullough fired her in. She fell a wee bit low. And somebody rose and somebody punched it. Gortin have got to get out. Gortin have got to mark. The time is up on my watch. How much extra time will be played as the ball's kicked out over the top and Omagh back on the attack this time. They've got to foul the men. That's it. They've got to get back. Every man back. Every Gortin man must get behind the ball. The ball goes through. This is going to be floated into the square. Again, the same story could happen at the other end. Shawnee Meyler will drop it in. He drops it into the square. And it's taken in there. It's not taken by anybody yet. It's bouncing. There's 2 or 3 Gortin men. They have it together. They're coming out with it. I don't know who it is. Liam Mossy. Yes. Roger turns inside. Drives it up the field. Turn. You've got all day to run for it and the whole pitch to run in. Now it comes though to Liam Duddy. He tries to build an attack again. Gives it to Shawnee Meyler. Shawnee Meyler to Kieran Drum. Kieran Drum and Colin McGarvey. He gets in the most important fingertip challenge he'll ever get in. Roger takes the challenge and walks through it as if it wasn't there. The man's after him. Watch your back, Roger. Fists it over the top, but it's not good enough. Maybe it's Kieran McGarvey's in there, putting on the pressure, gives away the free. And now the referee's played nearly 2 minutes of injury time. Ball's kicked away out the wing, and that's it. The game is over, and Gortin have won an important victory. Gortin have won a 4-pointer match here. They're up to 7 points, and now they can make the springboard for their fight back from here. 3 games left, 6 points available. They can do it. They can get out of danger.